weighing the pros and cons will help you supersize your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom today is weighing the pros and cons. This is an idiom that's origin dates back to ancient Greek and Latin philosophers. Aristotle is credited with his philosophy of looking at a problem or a situation from all different perspectives and analyzing those alternatives or analyzing those different points of view and perspectives as one of the origins of this particular idiom and expression, which today means looking at the advantages and looking at the disadvantages of any choice, any opportunity, any decision, any product offering that you're going to make. It's what's led to so many tools that are in existence today in terms of SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Audits. Audits are one of my favorite tools, and a lot of people are afraid of audits because usually it's an outside agency. You know, you think IRS audit, but they're ways of looking at what we're doing in our businesses and finding ways to improve, right? I always believed in doing internal audits prior to any audits that were going to be done by outside regulatory agencies or agencies that certify different areas and aspects of our business. I think of ISO and things like that. They come in and they do audits and they certify you as an independent third party, but you sure ought to have done that yourself internally before you ever pay an outside agency to come in and certify that you're doing something right. You better make darn sure that you're doing it right. We also want to weigh the pros and cons as we're considering the markets and the customers that we serve, the products and services that we offer, because if we don't know that there's benefits and advantages and disadvantages to the different offerings that we put out there, we're going to be at the mercy of our competition, because all of us have competition, even if it's in different industries that don't seem related sometimes. We're all vying for people's attention. We're all vying for the same dollars because most people have limited resources, and we have to let them decide if our products and services are best for them. It's one of the ways we supersize and grow our business. I actually think that this is such an important area of business that when I was in corporate America, for several companies that I worked at, I had little tablets made up, and I wish I had a page of one. I probably do in a book or a box somewhere, but I didn't dig it out before today, where I had alternatives in one column, pros and cons, and we would sit down at meetings or one-on-one meetings and we would fill those out together just to help people think through and then be able to sell the alternative that they chose to other people when it made sense, when it was appropriate. It was a communication tool. It improved our communication internally in our one-on-one meetings and then in our staff meetings, because we all had a common tool that we were using to look at different alternatives and to make decisions. So wondering if you've ever done or had anything like that, or how you weigh the pros and cons in your business today when you're making decisions. Do you communicate your thinking on that, or do you just do it and then pass that order down and tell people what to do? I used to do that sometimes, but it wasn't nearly as effective as bringing people in on the problem-solving decision-making and using tools like the pros and cons or the plus or minus tool. Again, one of my favorites that I also made tablets of for people to use, because it helps us to formalize our thinking and then be able to share it and communicate it with other people. Because guess what? People just want to know what you're thinking and why you're thinking it so that they can buy into the decision too. If there's logical reasons, they usually buy into it. If you just say, I feel like it, that might be a little harder to sell. So, I'd like to know your experience with this particular idiom. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it to supersize and grow your business? Have an amazing day.